Okay, anyway, so I was constantly bloated all the time, and I just realized that this was not working. So, but I really believed in it because I wasn't a meat eater anyway, and I really believed in all the research I had read about it and stuff. And I mean, fruit and vegetables are really good for you. They are made for us to eat and all that stuff. So I was really trying to make it work, even though I felt terrible. So I was looking online. I was in it, and ended up seeing a video about a high fat diet. And I saw it and I was like, oh my gosh, this is the stupidest thing I've ever heard. How could you ever lose fat eating fat? And I was like, whatever, I'll just see what it is. But I was so anti. I was like, this is the dumbest thing I've ever seen. Oh my gosh, there's no way this could work. So I really started looking into it, and it started making a lot of sense. Burning fat, eating fat, and then burning fat, and having your body rely on ketones for energy and fuel, and energy per fat goes a long way. So I just saw these information about you could go longer periods without needing to eat every 5 minutes on a carbohydrate diet. So I tried that, and literally in 2 days, when I do something, I go all out. I strictly stop, because if you have to do something, you're only going to get half results. That's what I've always believed, my athlete mentality. So I ended up, the very next day going all high fat, switching all my foods and stuff. And within 2 days, I was not bloating anymore. And that was like amazing. Like what I was eating wasn't making me fat. I noticed my cravings, like after a week, went down so much. I didn't need to eat every 2 hours. I wasn't hungry all the time. I could go 6 hours and like completely forget that I hadn't eaten in a while. It was really nice. So those were the first like instant changes. Also, while I was on the raw vegan diet, I had a super cold sensitivity. I was cold all the time. Even if it was 75 degrees outside, I was so sensitive to the cold. I was always wearing long sleeves, thick jackets, long thick leggings. And my coworkers and stuff would always be like, "Why? It's burning up in here. How are you wearing all that?" And I was just freezing all the time. And so when I switched to the keto diet, I also noticed that my temperature like regulated out. I was a consistent, I was just more regular, as in I could handle the weather better. I don't know how you can say that. My body temperature seemed to warm up. So I could be I can stand outside right now and it wouldn't bother me at all. But on the raw vegan diet, it's about 50 degrees outside. I don't know, like 50, 60, whatever. I wouldn't be able to stand outside on my balcony right now. It would be way too cold. I would need to get my jacket and put my boots on. And I'm not even exaggerating. I could not stand the cold.